Alrighty, so it is Saturday the 4th of November, and it is the 4th session of the week, so I'm a little bit behind schedule compared to what I usually have done by now. By this point I've either done 4 or 5 sessions, but I'm only just getting around to doing my 4th session now, so I've only done 3 sessions this week. The chest side delt session on Monday, chest side delt session on Tuesday, the back rear delt session on Wednesday, and the arm session on Thursday. I rested Monday and I rested yesterday. I believe that's correct. Might have it a little bit jumbled up, but I've only done 3 sessions this week so far. I got surgery yesterday, so that happened. Didn't get local anaesthetic, so that was a bit interesting. But it's all done and dusted now, and it is, time to recover and get back to 100%. So it went in there, removed all of the infected tissue. I've got a bit of a hole in my leg now, and it's filled with gauze, and it's got to get replaced and redressed every single day for the next 2 weeks. And the surgeon expects me to go back there every day and pay him $150 to do it, and I basically politely told him to go fuck himself. I'm not going to go back. I'll get my fiance to do it for me, and then basically once it's fully healed up, once I've fully recovered, it'll be a matter of just getting back into consistent uninterrupted training, go into my next push-up phase. But the recovery time is looking to be about 2 to 4 weeks. 2 weeks being best case scenario, 4 weeks being worst case scenario. Assuming no complications, like no further infection. I'm still on antibiotics, so yeah, that's pretty much what's happened recently. That's what's new to the week, I suppose, and new to my life. But I'll be going and doing chest and side delts today. Second chest side delt session of the week, and tomorrow, obviously being Sunday, the final day of the week, not being able to fit in 2 sessions of like back and rear delts and arms, I might just combine it all, do back and arms, and then just throw in the rear delts on top of that. That's the plan of action at the minute. Or I could always turn this session into a push session and tomorrow into a pull session, which actually is probably a bit more of a sensible way to approach it. So I might just do that, to be honest, do my chest work, side delt work, and then just throw in some triceps as well. The tricep work I would otherwise do on the second arm day of the week, and then tomorrow I'll just do my back rear delt session and throw in the bicep work that I was going to otherwise do on the second arm session of the week. I think that's probably the best approach. So just a bit of improvisation, adapting to the time constraints, and overcoming that little short-term complication. Then it'll be starting fresh in the new week. Training as usual, chest side delt, back rear delt, arms, rinse and repeat. In terms of everything else, there's nothing else to really kind of touch on. Just looking forward to being fully recovered. I'll likely be entering a mini cut in the next week, because for me personally, I'm way too fat for my liking. I have said this already, and I just think, while I'm not being in a position to be able to push for growth while in this kind of lull period before I start my next push up while the leg's healing, I want to have some sort of productivity. So what I'll do is I'll enter a mini cut, just tidy things up, improve insulin sensitivity, restore proper nutrient conditioning, and then I'll dive into the next push up after the next, say, 4-week period. Just do like a 2 to 4 week mini cut over the next 2 to 4 weeks. That way I can focus on something I can keep myself engaged until I can start that next push-up phase, and keep my mind off the fact that my leg's healing and recovering. So that's the plan of attack. But enough chatting, I'm going to mix up my intro workout and head into the gym and do my training. So let's see you guys in there. Sounds like somebody's going through labour at the other end of the gym. But seeing as I'm doing a bit of a different session today, like a bit of a chop up and mashing my tricep work into it. I'm going to do triceps first because they are a priority body part for me, arms. Then I'll go into chest and then side delts. Even though side delts are a bit more of a priority, I find it doesn't really matter if I don't put them at the start of the session. They still respond as long as I give them enough volume. So more concerned with the exercise order when it comes to arms more than anything. So yeah, tricep press downs, plate number 10, same weight as last time, and just aim for, yeah, what I hit last week or a rep more. But I do a warm-up set first, and then I'll dive into it just to get the elbows lubricated. Oof. 13 reps will do. It's quite a warm day, so I think I'm going to be pretty warm anyway, regardless of the warm-up set or not. But still, always a good idea to just do at least one warm-up set. All right, working set number 1. Now you would have noticed too, I don't have my usual attachment, and no, I'm not happy about it, but I'm also not going to search the gym far and wide several times looking for it. That's just going to be a waste of time. The last set of these, and then it's the overhead extensions. I'll probably just do it here at the same station like I did last time. Drop the weight down to an appropriate weight and just punch them out with 2 ropes attached. It's like a dual rope, so it's a bit easier on the shoulder girdle. But yeah, you'll probably notice my legs will get a little bit smaller over the next few weeks, and that's just because I don't intend on training legs at least for a week, a solid week post-op. The surgeon said that I could, as long as I'm cleaning it each day and redressing, which I will be, but I think it's just probably better to play it on the slight cautious side and give the lower body at least a week rest before I start hitting it again. And then when I do start hitting it again, I'll literally only do legs once a week and kind of like 4 sets for quads, 6 sets for hamstrings, just like maintenance volume. Just so I don't have any major atrophy between now and when I can actually start training legs properly and hard again 2 or 3 times a week. So that's the plan of attack, but I'll smash this out and get into some overheads. Now that set didn't feel too crash hot. I think these ropes are slightly different in length, so because I was holding it at the very end, kind of near where the like rubber stopper is, felt like one arm was a little bit further forward than the other one while I was executing the movement, so felt like it was almost like unevenly loading and distributing the load over each arm. So I'm going to try like line it up a little bit better this set. Maybe not hold right at the very end of the ropes, but rather like just in alignment with each one, or like have my hands in alignment with each other, but just a little bit further down the rope. Let's see. Oh, I think this is better. Tight grip so my grip doesn't slip like it did on the last set. Right. If these, I've been at the same weight for a few weeks, but it's still serving to be suitable for the rep range I got, so I won't increase it. So I'll still do 190 pound, but I'll just aim for a rep PB. So last week I got, what was it? 15, 13, 12. So if I can go 15, 13, 13 or 15, 14, 12, then that'll be a successful progression on from last week, I'd say. Already did a warm-up set, just 160 for 12. So it should feel pretty similar, just a little bit more challenging. Didn't feel harder this week because of the weight feeling harder or anything, but just because of the heat today and the humidity. Gosh, that did feel a little bit more challenging. One of my favorite chest movement at the minute, the free motion cable chest press, same weight as last week's second chest day, and yeah, I'll aim for a rep PB if I can get it. I did 12 to 13 reps on all the sets last week, so if we can do all of the sets for 13, I'll be laughing. If I can even do 2 sets of 13 and 1 set of 12, it's still a rep ahead of last week, so I'll see how that goes. But the real big advantage of this kind of a machine over, say, a dumbbell chest press or a barbell bench, or even like a plate loaded or pin loaded chest press, is you have a lot more freedom of movement with this. So if you're not quite structurally built for, say, the plate loaded or the pin loaded chest press in your gym, then you might find that you get a better mind to muscle connection, better ratio of stimulus to fatigue with this kind of an exercise variant, just because of the free moving nature of a cable. And you can also converge or control how much convergence takes place in the movement, so you can converge a lot more in a cable press than you can in a machine press where it's on like a fixed plane of movement. Even if it is a converging pin loaded or plate loaded chest press, typically there's a guide and you just have to follow that guide, and it might not allow you to converge as much as you possibly could due to your structure. So the machine's too wide for you, you're not going to get as much of a shortening at the end. Whereas if you do a cable, you can kind of dictate a little bit more how much of a shortening you get, peak contraction at the end of each rep, and then how much of a stretch you get at the start of each rep. Already warm, so no warm-up sets. Let's see if I can get 13 again. Oh. Only 12, but that's alright. Even if I match last week, I'll still be happy with that. So one more to go and then onto the dips. Last chest movement for the session. Final exercise just to finish things off. Yeah, so for delts, I'm just going to spam 3 sets of this. Nothing more. Don't really need to do a lot for delts, like directly. Rear delts, yeah, for me in my case. So tomorrow when I do pull, I'll do like 2 rear delt exercises, but the side delts and front delts. Front delts, I don't really need to do anything. Side delts, just 1 exercise for 3 to 4 sets. Usually sufficient a couple times a week. Final set, and it is off back home and to have a shower and then get my wound dressing redressed, thanks to my lovely fiance. So that is the session done and dusted. Time to head home, shower, get my dressing replaced on my wound, thanks to my lovely fiance who's going to do that for me, and yeah, just take it easy the rest of the night. I'm not sure if the Bro Chat podcast is on tonight due to the Olympia being on, but if it is, I'll be on that, and then it'll just be yeah, bedtime. If not, be a bit of an earlier night.